Hello, everybody. This is Debo. Debo's Movie Reviews here, and I will be reviewing Rush Hour, directed by Brett Ratner, starring, of course, Jackie Chan as Inspector Lee, Chris Tucker as Detective James Carter, along with Zima as Consul Han, and Tom Wilkinson as Juntao, aka Griffin, along with Elizabeth Pena as Detective Johnson, which in her performance, I thought was the best thing she done as an actress, and when I realized that was her, because watching it as a kid, for a moment I thought, Famke Janssen pulled a Felicity for a moment. Kind of because they looked like back in the day, just minus the length of hair and accent. But I gotta give it to Jackie Chan, though he's not real adamant about about the American movies he makes, and usually tells his fan to stick to his Hong Kong movies. And about how, though I gotta say about how, fuck, Rush Hour is pretty much his one of his best ones, along with Shanghai Noon and a few others, but kind of really hard to tell. Not familiar with his filmography at all. As I'm more of a Chow Yun Fat and Jet Li kind of guy, but after reading some trivial lines about how there were some alternate castings, like kind of think if Wesley Snipes was Carter, it would have been more of a regular action movie instead of a comedy. Though Snipes has some funny chops, but personally, I just prefer more serious type roles. Roles like New Jack City, where he was the anti base. I call him the anti Scarface. Well, enough about Snipes. And I gotta say, in the case of Chris Tucker, it's practically the best thing he's done besides Friday. Though Dead Presidents was a good movie, but yeah, I'll just say enough of that for that review, because I've only seen that movie once, and I was like 15, and that was a long time ago. And Jackie Brown, he didn't have enough screen time because he's about like first one to die in that one. And and I gotta say, it was the second best role for Chris Penn, about up there with Eddie Pulaski in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to Nice Guy Eddie in Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, going on to it. I'm I almost kind of think he was the better of better actor between. I almost want to say he was a better actor between him and his brother, Sean. But though Sean has made better movies, but while Chris just in his short life was pretty much in the shadow. and it never got out of the shadow. And I gotta say enough about the actors and my opinions on them, but enough about the storyline. I gotta say it's about up there with one of the best roles that Tom Wilkinson's done. Besides if I what I've already reviewed, like The Patriot, The Kennedys, Batman Begins, and I was like perfectly cast because they was was get a British guy by actually getting a British guy. Yeah, which is weird about how American actors are terrible at playing British folks, but British actors tend to play damn good rednecks. Hell, I got middle great storylines of Rush Hour where it's like the bumbling cop who thinks he's getting promoted and is just really just trying to who at the request of Consul Han wants to decides to hire someone from China to help him rescue his daughter, which great, which had a great, which the actress playing her did a good performance. I mean, especially that one line where she's going, "Yeah," taunting the villain by saying, "Push the damn button," while being rescued after getting kidnapped, which of course triggers the whole movie and earns the title Rush Hour, where you had that bootleg Eminem actor who you think's the main villain with the whole old bootleg Eminem looking guy, and of course with Wilkinson's Griffin, though having a scene front could almost ruin a good twist, but overall great performance there. Even a lot of some great stunts with Chan with it with the whole after whooping Griffin's Juntao's ass, he takes on and the whole he tells gets Carter to bring that banner down as a kind of like a trampoline or something, and the whole one scene at the end where which is about on par with that with an unscripted scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark with the whole you think they're gonna put their guns down and actually fight, then they just go for the backup guns and they go wipe yourself off, you dead. Because Tucker had some quotable lines in that one with like that one I just mentioned, and I'm Michael Jackson, you Tito, and you understand the words coming out of my mouth, along with the whole infamous, I ain't a cigarette, that's cigar weed. After he's doing it to his cousin for information, and then putting a fake act on him just to keep Lee off his trail. Because because I want to say dirty cop, but personally, I'd say when it comes to weed, legalize the shit and don't enforce or just don't enforce the damn law. And of course, with Jackie Chan in his best American movie, despite scenes where he points guns, but as far as I can tell, and I watched it last night for reference purposes, thinking I'd at least see at least him participate in a shootout, but now he just pointed it out like at the beginning of the movie where he's in Hong Kong going after gangsters, and of course a lot of Chan's epic stunts like in his improvisational style weaponry of like trays, mops, and sticks and all, which you got to hand it to him for one actor who could manage to mix martial arts and comedy and succeed at it. And I mean, be a successful martial artist instead of like a wannabe like how Chris Farley was in that Beverly Hills Ninja movie. And of course, with Carter, it was perfectly with the great performance by Chris Tucker. It was perfectly cast for a role because that'd be like if alternate casting would have been like if it was like by a different director or something like the whole Bill Wrestling Life. That would have been me and would have made more sense if John Woo directed with Chow Yun Fat instead of Jackie Chan with Snipes as Carter. Because then maybe there would have been some excellent shootouts. Hell, and another flaw I'd say was being like that with Tucker just cruising around in that badass Stingray, and if we didn't do chasing, instead he just had a scene where Carter handcuffs Lee to a steering wheel, and he takes the steering wheel. We don't know how I could think of is, yeah, you might as well look at get a check toolbox and use like a vice grips or some channel lock pliers or something as an alternate wheel. I mean, though I doubt it'll be as effective on a V8 Corvette as it was from personal experience on a snapper lawnmower I did on a grass cutting job when I was 19. But overall, I gotta give Rush Hour a 4 out of 5. I mean, it had a good soundtrack, but kind of if you don't know about my infamous love-hate relationship with the PG-13 action genre. I mean, some have great concepts, but needed the art. But the art could have, in some cases, would have equaled better great execution of the concept. But all right, y'all. That'll do it for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed, subscribed, and basically, hopefully, enjoy my reviews as you do the actual movies I have reviewed. And that'll do it for this week. All right, y'all. Peace. And I'll be back next week.